Madam President, it's been a day full of twists and turns, but the American people can breathe a sigh of relief. There will be no government shutdown. Democrats have said from the start that the only solution for avoiding a shutdown is bipartisanship, and we're glad that Speaker McCarthy has finally heeded our message. In the end, more Democrats supported this bill in the House than Republicans, proving bipartisanship was the best answer all along. I want to thank my colleagues here in the Senate, especially our appropriators, yourself, Madam President, Susan Collins, and Leader McConnell. Our bipartisan work in the Senate set the tone for the bill we're about to pass. Our bipartisanship made this possible and showed the House that they had to act. We will keep the government open for 45 days with a clean CR at current funding levels, and we avoided all of the extreme, nasty, and harmful cuts MAGA Republicans wanted. No 30% cuts across the board. No 30% cuts to things like health care, to the Social Security Administration, to the nutrition programs for kids. Full reauthorization of the FAA until December 31st. And the poison pill amendments, of which there were scores, MAGA-inspired riders, were all removed from the bill. After trying to take our government hostage, MAGA Republicans won nothing. So one more time, it is good Speaker McCarthy finally heeded our message that bipartisanship was and is and remains the only way. He could have made this decision weeks ago. Now, I've said from day one, this is a bridge CR, a temporary solution, not the final destination. We will not stop fighting for more economic and security assistance for Ukraine. Majorities in both parties support Ukraine aid, and doing more is vital for America's security and for democracy around the world. But this CR is still very good news for the American people. Today, MAGA extremists have failed, bipartisanship has prevailed, and both parties have come together to avert a shutdown. Once again, thank you to Leader McConnell, Appropriations Chair Patty Murray, Vice Chair Susan Collins, and members on both sides of the aisle who came together. Today's CR would not have been possible without the Senate's good work. The Senate showed that bipartisanship was the only way, and the same will be true again in 45 days. I yield the floor. I do not yet yield the floor.
Yes, friends, I have good news to share with you this Saturday. They just passed it. Congressional lawmakers have voted to avert a government shutdown. The next legislation that both Republicans and Democrats have approved does not include any major spending cuts. However, experts have noted that the issue is not completely resolved, as this is only a temporary fix. My dear friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video for the latest breaking news. Also, every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. My dear friends, please make sure that you enter the giveaway by clicking and liking several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. So friends, according to The Hill, Congress has averted a shutdown with just hours to spare, capping a dramatic day that started with a lapse in government funding, appearing all but inevitable. The Senate voted 88-9 to pass a clean continuing resolution that funds the government at current levels through November 17th and provides the Biden administration $16 billion it requested to assist those that have been affected by natural disasters. The House of Representatives had earlier passed the measure in a bipartisan 335-91 vote. Notably, the continuing resolution lacks any spending cuts or major policy changes. The bill now heads to President Biden's desk for his signature before midnight, with both sides claiming victory. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer has said in a statement, bipartisanship, which has been the trademark of the Senate, has prevailed, and the American people can breathe a sigh of relief. The vote came together on a hectic day on both sides of the Capitol. House Republicans huddled in the morning, having exhausted all options to pass a GOP-only stopgap plan, and made a sharp shift in strategy and announced a clean continuing resolution, dealing a blow to hardline conservatives who have stymied leadership in recent weeks. On Friday, 21 Republicans sank the House GOP's own stopgap that included steep spending cuts and policy changes. Leaders tried to see if they could adjust the plan to secure support from the hardliners, but were left with 6 holdouts who refused to support the measure. That is enough to tank any partisan bill in the narrow majority. House Democrats attempted to stall a vote on the continuing resolution, which contained the majority of their demands, in hopes the Senate would move first on its own bill. Republicans in the upper chamber countered with their own plan, stalling and eventually scraping a planned procedural vote on the upper chamber's bipartisan clean bill. But instead, they deferred to the House's legislation. So after weeks of dread and hours of delays, things started moving very quickly. Senate Republicans went all in with their chips on the House's stopgap measure. In the House, only one Democrat voted against the bill, and it sailed through. Only 9 Republicans voted against the funding bill in the Senate. This includes Senators Marsha Blackburn, Mike Braun, Ted Cruz, Bill Hagerty, and Rand Paul. By averting a government shutdown, it ensures military service members are paid, that no federal workers will be furloughed, food assistance programs will continue uninterrupted, national parks will remain open, and travel will not be impacted. But the fight over government funding is sure to continue, as each chamber works to pass 12 full-year appropriation bills. Senators are expected to reconsider their efforts to pass funding packages with 3 appropriation bills included at the time, which is also known as a minibus. The chamber has passed 4 full-year bills, but hardline conservatives have also forced leaders to delay votes multiple times. Adding to the looming tension, the House and Senate are crafting their appropriation bills at different spending levels. The Senate is sticking to the caps agreed to by President Biden and Speaker McCarthy in a debt ceiling deal earlier this year, while hardline conservatives have pushed the House to craft bills at far lower levels. Representative Matt Gaetz has for weeks been threatening to make a motion to vacate the chair. It is a move to force a vote on ousting the Speaker if McCarthy brought up a clean continuing resolution. Several other Republicans have openness in supporting that move. Well, my beautiful and most amazing friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. To say thank you, every Friday I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, please click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed weekend.